go to sleep. Yeah, I need to stop. Oh shit, where'd it go? It's a pink. A clear pink. It's hot. It's hot. ¿Qué onda? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Let's see what Spirit has to say. This is friendship. Three of Cups. Not necessarily. Three of Cups. What about the Three of Cups, Spirit? All right. This has to do with your abundance, with your friendships, with your choices and decisions. You decided to maintain your circle small. Okay, Divine Feminine. Cable status. Somebody wants to connect or reconnect or something. Cable status. Hey Siri. Hold on. Hi. Yeah, okay, we have community, 401s. You guys, I'm doing a reading on my YouTube. If you want to go ahead and follow or subscribe, check the link in the bio. In the bio. It's like you don't want to get rid of this. Like no. Somebody's tapping into their intuition, you guys. I have to interrupt the reading. Somebody's tapping into their intuition. And they're going to make a decision. This masculine is so deep in thought about you that they want to pull in and out of it, but they don't want to, like, they want to take action, but they're just so in love and so deep with it that now they're thinking about making a decision. Yeah, see, intuition. Their intuition. Yes, look at that. They're tapping into their intuition, and it's a yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. They're awakening to their own chaos. What has manifested in front of them is because of their own bullshit. You know, for either speaking too much of things or being way too loud. A lot of things manifested to which now they want to go ahead and find stability and be in their emperor energy. Okay, fuck astrology right now at the moment. So as you continue finding calmer waters, Divine Feminine, they're reaching to the point where it's like you, as you continue following your own self, is helping them not so much to mature, but to make better choices, better decisions. Okay? Because I know in one of my readings I have mentioned where my own actions trigger me. Regardless if they're opposite or negative, especially the negative ones, it's a years back. So, sorry, excuse me. Again, so you continue feeding your intuition, feminines, continue feeding your solar plexus with positivity, this masculine, it will start walking towards you. Okay? Other than just them moving on from the karma, from the past, between the both of you, or just simply the differences that happened, or just simply everything. Okay? Just depending on who the fuck you guys are. Some of you guys already know each other, maybe already have kids and have been separated, but still the love is still there. You know, the attraction is still there. Whatever it is still there. When sometimes like things play out like a mom being jealous or envious, you know, about this partner or a friend or just a third fucking party, no matter what the fuck the situation was, it was happening, to which now finally things are receiving judgment. Okay? And judgment by people recognizing, if it's not people, it's just yourself, to which, you know what, my mom will be my mom, my parents are my parents, But at the end of the day, it's going to be you and a partner with children. You know, like I said before, a long time ago when I first started my reading, I mean, my fucking channel, I expressed, and I'm like, it's not gonna, you know, that's how I felt. I'm like, it's not between my parents or basically like my mom and my partner and I having sex. You know, like in a, like mentally speaking, come on now. Because at some point, my friend and my mom were just like all sentimental about some actions that I was taking. And in my head, I'm just like, well, yeah, what the fuck? I'm looking out for me and a partner. Like, why do I need to worry about whatever the fuck my mom is going on? Like, she's a grown ass female. It's my mom, but it's an individual. Like, why are you guys bringing this like this? Like, my mom and I are not like that. But on top of everything, we're two different people. So people's projections onto me did hurt, you know, because again, I'm like, you're my friend and you should be on my side, you know. So teamwork is teamwork. What is giving? I know I'm sharing some stuff here, but teamwork is teamwork. And by anybody, doesn't matter who is receiving judgment, who's receiving the real deal, that what you were doing was really defending yourself, or you were just really calling out for help, but you didn't know how to do it, or you were expecting unconsciously for somebody to step in and defend you. And that hurts too. When the person knows what to do, they're too afraid to put their hand in the way, and because they're gonna get hit. See what I'm saying? So a lot of recognition is gonna be happening like now as you continue walking your path. Okay, this could be the masculine also taking the torch, so that the definite divine feminine could dive in much deeper into subconscious, so they could finally take leadership towards their own selves mentally. So right now what's going on is that the divine feminine is doing some shadow work mentally, subconsciously, to heal. As they're diving deeper into this, the masculine, you will be the one taking the lead from now on. You're going to be the one doing emotions, meaning you're going to feel excited. You're going to feel positive about certain things, very happy. And this is just you sensing yourself, but you're feeling a divine feminine. Okay? This is what she wanted. This is what she was excited about, you know, before knowing who you were, before she even knew you even existed. So again, oh my gosh, I love this reading. Now mentally I'm picking up on where it's really saying, to which not just your masculine, you guys, but with this masculine energy and divine purpose and divine timing, as we're speaking literally in the horizon, it's saying that not just your divine masculine or your, yeah, divine masculine, it's gonna be your family, it will be your friends, it will be parents, anybody that you asked for help, whoever you expressed abuse to, they're gonna realize like she's been asking for help or screaming for help and nobody was there to help. See what I'm saying? So that type of recognition or whatever recognition needed to be given, especially for those that have opened up to me about being harassed or simply molested when they were young. You know, I appreciate those people for feeling comfortable and speaking to me. You know, at first I didn't know that I was an empath. I didn't know that I was going to be attracting people, to which now, obviously, 6 years of my journey, I'm very self fucking aware of like why people withdraw from me and just fucking hate or disappear because of the energy. And I stay behind because now I have to do inner work for myself, my shadow self, and then rise back up. So, you know, it was a lot of work that I had to do and be on my own. Not so much because I wanted to or because I was rebellious. My parents didn't know how to nurture me. So yeah, I fostered myself, you know. I I'm sharing my own inner wisdom, guys. Like, you know, it was pretty sad. It was pretty lonely. Too was like, fuck. Like I went through that, but still, like I need to honor because I pulled myself out of that shit. So that's also giving yourself recognition, not just from other people, but the shit that you created mentally or emotionally, to be able to either be patient with yourself or just something in your mind to stay occupied or understand something within yourself that's causing you to de-stress you know, to ventilate other than just throw it on somebody else's fucking consciousness. I really hated people calling me out. I didn't mind criticism, but when it started to hurt, that's when I didn't fucking like it. That's when I didn't fucking like it. Hi guys, welcome. That's when it started becoming a bitch. You know, nowadays I don't give a fuck what people think. Not so much now, but before I was like, I don't give a fuck. People are responsible for themselves, and if they don't know how to fucking move, then guess what? Karma will fucking hit you. Karma hit me, but not because I wanted to. I didn't know any better, and people were expecting for me to fucking know. I'm like, how? Why are you abusing me for? Like, what the fuck? You know, I didn't speak up because I didn't know what the fuck to say. Other than just put myself in the fucking spotlight and then say, hey, well, this motherfucker molested me. Like, what the fuck? In front of everybody? What? No. Let me understand it first. Let me back off. What the fuck just happened to me? You know, let me operate this. Let me absorb that I was a victim of some kind of fucking crime. God damn it, you know? And not having my parents around, that caused a lot of damage. So again, we're going to this space of recognition of how much abuse has been going on within the family, within the fucking roots, to which now it's like, now I see why my kids are not like this. Now I see why my family withdrawn from me. You know, so this is, you guys, male and female, divine masculine, feminines, are going to be going to this recognition why the person is alone, right? And another thing that I'm getting from spirit is that fathers, okay, listen, this is serious, you guys. Your father, regardless if it's a stepdad or biological or both, all fathers are going to be also doing this inner work, this shadow. So the more you go through it, divine feminine, emotionally, dive into that subconscious, it's underlaying, it's like creating space spiritually for this person to heal. And I know it's been a couple of days that my father has been acting really fucking weird, but I see why. You know, like he's questioning himself. My father's like I could just sense that he's questioning things and things are just disappearing, you know. I don't know, like it's something that he needs to feel. So I let it go. But again, this is a type of recognition that's happening within the whole collective, the whole universe. Yep. And the throat chakra is going to be clearing a lot, to which we don't have to talk about it. I'll just change our ways. Damn, bitch. Yep. Look at that. Community. Aries card. Maybe this person noticed by you coming home, regardless of what kind of action was taken. Oh shit. It's too hot now. It's too chill. Okay. Something, you know, they're like the male figure. The male figure is recognizing themselves, to which, wait a minute, we need emotion. We need to take action. We need to, you know, operate a certain way, not so much be angry all the time, you know, or be in a bad mood. Oh shit. Fuck, that hurt. and I notice I seem the more happy they are, or more happy that they feel, you know, their actions also have to change and be expressed, even though they're not releasing some kind of energy. I'll just feel optimistic or confident. They don't feel brokenhearted. They don't feel like they're longing for attention or needing for some kind of recognition or whatever. It's like they're flipping the mirror on themselves, as well as this moon phrase continues circling around. Okay. Happy 4th of July, guys. On top of everything. Okay. So this reading is turning out to be really good. I mean, we're about 15 minutes in, and the message has been really strong. I know I talk most of the time, but again, I need to express it in my way, so for anybody to see it, my perspective, other than what you guys are feeling and sensing. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn this shit off. Hola. I don't see no fucking comments. Oh, okay. Nobody has said anything yet. Ooh. Oh my god. I feel like a little dwarf. I don't know why. Okay. All right, here we go. Spirit. Ooh. See, well, this transformation, it also could have helped yourself, but other than yourself, people to come to their own thoughts and emotions that they were either too addicted to certain things, too depressed, there was a lot going on in the mental, other than the society and the ego. And women too, you know, it's not about lying or truth or anything. It's just like, let's be realistic about it, logically speaking. We get into the ego, okay? But the men figure for some reason carry this, and it comes from within the roots. So them working in this enlightenment and speaking truth to their own selves with this Cancer season is really allowing to this manipulate, is what I'm hearing, the conflicts, the fighting, the arguments, to which it's like, wait, but I see where I see that I was wrong. Even if they're not sure if it was emotion or actions, but something, right? For some. But now they're going to be seeing things that they were just either too angry or not too optimistic. They were just really defenseless, defensive, and in the ego. So they're the ones going to be they're going to be part of the prosperity, of your prosperity. To which now you don't have to be so stressed out, other than just, you know what? All this time you've been standing up for yourself. I'll leave you alone. And it is your father figure telling you, I'll leave you alone. And thanks to that, or just his actions will leave you alone, to where, that's it, like they're not going to tell you anything anymore. You know, it's not going to be, something will change. Okay. You could have been lacking ideas or lacking ways to communicate with the universe, to which now, by you getting that recognition, you can finally move on and step back into your high priestess energy and start creating, or, you know, keep opening up and allowing your passion to manifest. So the masculine could continue taking action. Hello. Oh, hey, Wendy. Taking action towards you, divine feminine. Check your mail or your emails, something to do with that. Let's see if I get anything. Maybe somebody emailed you. Okay, whoa, I felt that one. Somebody's gonna be receiving some kind of wealth. If it's not money, it would be through your health. Maybe within timing, you know, you were trying to manifest good wealth or just abundance. Maybe you needed a lot of rest, to which now you can say, you know what, I could take action. Yeah. Even though the opportunity is not there yet, you're still going to continue standing up for your beliefs and fight for it. You know, something to do with either somebody owes you something, or I don't want to put too much in my head right now into this. But if it ever resonates, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But it has to do with some trust, okay? Yeah, it's emotion, but still, for some of you guys, it's a trust. Like some kind of action. Communication with Gemini here. Taurus, yeah. Something to do with love. Either speaking up out of love, expressing yourself out of love with actions instead of just saying, I love you. You can say, I love you so much, you know. Again, same thing. The negatives would be, I'm sorry, I apologize. But your actions is not changing. So no matter how positive or how negative it is, Your fucking actions, your ways of expressions, it's what doesn't allow the person to not so much be there. They just want to end a relationship and not be with you because you're not expressing that love, you know, or that care or something towards these people. All right, guys, that was 20 minutes. That's not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it here. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye.